Brad thought that you guys kind of flubbed up and the approach to the game tonight and where the mental focus was. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, obviously we didn't start great.
What can you do to kind of, when there is that lack of focus, what can you do to kind of course correct within a quarter? Is there anything?
Probably just communication, trying to refocus, get back to our principles, things like that, so that we don't let it snowball a little bit.
KD is going to do what he does, and it's not a lot that anybody can do about that. But how much did Bruce and Patty and those guys hurt you?
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's what you look to stop. Whenever somebody has a volume of possessions, you don't stop them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for anybody. I mean, Brad, for example, right? He had close to 20, right? Like, so he wasn't stopped. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have Patty Mills come off the bench and give you 20. You know what I'm saying? That's really the game right there. You know what I mean? If Patty Mills didn't have like a crazy first half and we make our run in the second half, we're tying the game up, And obviously we have to do much better offensively. But they had 104, right? So the defense in general wasn't like horrendous, right? Me and Brad have to produce better offense for our team and then obviously collectively as well.
When you say it's up to you guys to produce that, is that kind of where the communication comes in just because the spacing seemed a little off, or what can you do, I guess?
No, I mean, that just comes from saying like primary and secondary playmakers. That's really all I meant by that. There was nothing crazy. I mean, obviously, as a unit, we didn't shoot the ball well. As a unit, our spacing could have been better, like, team-wise, all the way around. But, yeah, just as our job being the backcourt, being the guards, being the primary and secondary playmaker, like, we're supposed to do better in that respect.
How much does their length kind of take away? It's not just driving length, but maybe aggressiveness to get to the basket because you just know we get 2 7-footers standing next to it.
Well, so again, I mean, I think that goes back to like just us putting ourselves in better positions. Brooklyn's obviously a phenomenal team. They're going to be a championship contender again, of course. They're not necessarily like, a defensive juggernaut though. You know what I mean? So we have to do better. Just all around. Like I said, they only had 104, but we scored 88, 90, something like that. Yeah.
What can you guys do to get KCP more involved?
Just knowing good shots for our team, right? And so if we need to get him off more pin downs and find him in space, then that's what we got to do.
Chase.
Hey, Spencer, what did you notice about their approach to guarding you individually? And were you at all surprised that Kevin Durant started on you at the beginning of the game?
Not really, given the lineup that they were bringing out there. I think just like everybody else right now, they're going to try not to foul, not to put people at the line. And, I would say that was the main way they tried to guard me.
And it's very early, only 3 games, but you're off to a really good start shooting 3. And I'm just wondering, going through the rehab that you did, it was a leg injury. Did you spend a lot of time shooting early on? And do you think it's maybe an area of game that you could come out of it improved?
Yeah, obviously hurt my knee. So, spent a lot of time shooting and, hopefully that improvement continues throughout the season. It's a long season. So I'm not going to, declare myself Kyle Korver or Joe Harris, but, I want to definitely be improved in that area.
Michael.
Hey, Spencer, I'm on Zoom, man. It's good to see you. Just wanted to ask you, obviously they played the tribute for you, and I know you've always touched on how much you enjoyed your time here, but what did it mean for you to, if you got a chance at all, to look up and see the tribute and just being back in Barclays, just on the different side of the tunnel for you?
It's crazy, this was home for like 5 years. So, it was a little bit different for sure. Still got a lot of friends and family here. Jersey swap with Joe after the game. That's my guy. I only caught a piece of the tribute, so hopefully they got it on social media or something so I can watch it. But no, overall, it's all love. You know what I mean? I appreciate my time here, and it was a great place for me.
Best of luck, brother.
Thank you.
Last question to Neil. Spencer, Brad kind of described it as, you can't have the mindset that, oh, you can just turn on a light switch. And that was his message to the team afterwards. I guess, and coach talked about, discipline. How is it, and during a grind of an 82 game season, possible to just always bring it every night? And who does that responsibility fall on?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's the importance of principles and the importance of kind of having like the hierarchy and all that other stuff, because then it's not about like, oh, we have to be up here every night or something like that. Like we do what we do, and that's the only way you can get through an 82 game season. I think with any good team, you see that, what I'm saying? They're less so worried about being gimmicky or doing this or doing that. Like, no, they're going to come out, they're going to play their way. They're going to impose their will in the game. And if they have to make adjustments, then they do. But the marker of a good team is being able to do that on a consistent basis and never getting too high, never getting too low. And that's coming from somebody that's been on really bad teams and really good ones. When you have that consistency of like who you are and you play to those strengths and you throw your ace card every night, like that's what you want to do. So, if we know we need to get corner threes for Pope or we need to get Brad ISOs or whatever it is, then that's like what we need to be looking to do every night. And, in terms of who that falls on, I mean, there has to be a level of character and commitment in the locker room as a whole. But then obviously, like I said, me and Brad are the two playmakers. The backcourt, relatively elder statesman in terms of our roster being, close to 30. And he's a 30-point a game scorer in this league. So, first him, second year me, and then, we just gotta do our job.
That's it, Spencer. Thank you.
No problem.